Hello, my friend, and welcome to my Wednesday. It's about 11:30 a.m. I just got off the phone with a company that makes apps and e-commerce sites for produce companies. Very excited about that. I want this so bad. The question is, can we work with them with our current way we do business? Can we change the way we do business to work with them? And can we afford it? To be continued. Anyway, I got a quick lunch in the microwave real quick, leftover Asian food from Monday, Korean barbecue with all the fresh veg. Tiffany packed me some carrots and cucumbers and onions to put on top, so I'm really excited about that. And then I gotta sit down and write up our shopping list for tomorrow. Got a big shop for the Salone-Wickenburg route. However, as I said before, they're slowing down, and so the orders are getting smaller, which is good. We don't have to do as much shopping, but bad because then that route becomes less and less valuable, and we start teetering on the is it worth making that drive. In the wintertime, no doubt, we have a hard time putting it on a van. It has to go in a truck. That's how busy it is. In the summertime, not so much. So we're most likely, like I said, going to cut that route completely, or at least go down to 1 day a week. We'll see. We haven't got that point yet. But anyway, I got to order my bread before noon, start working on the shopping list, eat my lunch, and then Austin and I are going to go do our afternoon shopping. And then we'll wrap up our day. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Kind of looks like dog food, but I guarantee you it's not. Check it out. What's it all about? Taco Tuesday round two? Not really tacos, but leftover taco stuff.
I was going to say makeshift dinner.
Makeshift dinner. A little salad.
Leftover salad from Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I didn't eat.
But I didn't mix the dressing in, so it didn't
That one's
expire.
mixed. Yeah, perfect. Leftover meat and beans, veggies, cheese, and some squash. I was just thinking last weekend, it's been a while since we've been on the bikes. We're all excited when we got them. Used them every weekend, a couple times a week, and then nothing. Been busy. But Tiffany wanted to go for a ride before it got dark, so here we are. And I'm using my iPhone because I didn't feel like carrying the camera and pulling it in and out of my pocket and put it back in its case. iPhone is just convenient. So I apologize for any wind noise. So we live basically on the top of the hill. So going down is awesome, right? You just basically cruise all the way down till we get to the end of the community in the wash. Then it turn back around and it's all uphill. But this time of day is perfect because the sun is basically behind the mountains. So we don't have the sun in our eyes, there's no heat. It's perfect weather for this. Javelina. Vultures are circling. I told Tiff, watch out for the bird shit. Because they will. If one of those hits you in the forehead, you'd probably knock you off your bike. Bird? Poop. High speed velocity. Just all right, so it's about 8:45 p.m. Showered, shaved, put my orders in, basically wrapping up the night. But I wanted to basically acknowledge YouTube's birthday today. Today, April 23rd, 2005, the first video was uploaded to YouTube. If you haven't seen it, just Google first video on YouTube. I can link it below too if I remember. But basically it's some kid at the zoo. It's like 19 seconds long, and that's it. That's the first video on YouTube. And I remember back then YouTube was not the main video platform. Back then there were, I don't know, 8 or 9 video platforms. There was Google Video, there was Yahoo Video, there was Rever, there was Blip.tv, there was Vidler. Yeah, I mean, I think back then, even though I didn't know about it, back then there was Vimeo, which years later I loved Vimeo. Obviously YouTube won the race, and it's the video platform in the world. But I went back and I watched some of my oldest videos on my channel. But this channel here, Clintus.tv, turns 19 years old this July. So my channel is just a year younger than the whole entire website of YouTube. And I created my channel in July, and I uploaded my first video, I think in, was it August? Yeah, August 2nd, 2006. And it was my movie trailers, right? Vampire Slayers was my first editing job. After that, Legend of the Crown King was the first movie that I shot, edited, helped produce, acted in. Just Another Day was my senior project in college. I did some music videos. And then October 23rd, 2006 was my first official vlog entry, as I called it. And then after that, it was a series of random videos, and I was very methodical about the vlogs. It was, there was a numbering system at some point, like, this is the number 2, so now what? I milestoned vlog 30, and the vlogs were a mixed match of recaps on the day or events, talking head, like this style videos. I made a point about those, more like day in the life vlog, but just moments. Again, they were just moments. It wasn't full from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed style vlogs that I kind of do now. It was just a moment. My 25th birthday, my friend's bachelor party, new camera, and then I kind of got into my head, and there was a series of videos that I made talking about what to vlog about, right? And how my life is boring and I don't have enough time in the day to do what I want to do, to shoot these videos and blah, blah, blah. And I watched these videos today, and it's so funny. I'm listening to this and I'm like, it's crazy. Like 19 years later, and I'm still, a lot of the same things are true. It's just, I think it comes down to like who I am at the core, right? How my brain works, how I process things, how I see things, how I react to things. At the end of the day, it's who I am inside, and I just, there's so many similarities here 19 years later. It's crazy. But there was a couple of moments in here where I people gave me feedback. One of the famous lines I talk about is how, and the video's not even public anymore. I took it down, it's private, but I did rewatch it again. It's called Anger Management, and I basically cuss and swear up a storm, basically saying how I talk a lot about vlogging, but I don't actually vlog. And that was kind of a turning point for me, where I was like, just start vlogging, just do it, right? That famous line. And then from there, the vlogs, I've numbered them for a while, vlog 33, 34, 35, I had a bad day, so I numbered the vlogs for a while. This is also when I was doing my show, Dare Me, where you, the viewer, would dare me to do things, and I think I did about 10 episodes of that. Video Blogging Week 2007, where I posted a video that had like a word associated with it. And then after that, it was basically just kind of similar what you're used to now, but more condensed, right? So again, the day in the life, where it was from morning to night, that genre didn't really become a thing till many years later. So in 2007, it was like a moment from a party, and maybe from that party I made 3 videos, right? Like, for example, my friend Todd's wedding reception. From the wedding reception, there were 2 videos, and then there was a video afterwards at someone's house. So there was a total of 3 videos from that one night, right? I started doing more of these like moments, where I was making moments where I just shot a series of clips from a day or a night or a weekend. 1-minute videos were a very common thing back then for me. One takes. I started doing one takes, where I literally would hit record and not do any edits. I would just take that file and upload it. And I did that a lot for a while there, just to try and streamline things. 2007 was the first time I went to Lolamai, and I had my first Lolamai video. And just from there, video blogging kind of took off. This 1 year of video blogging video, this is one that I want to watch. I think it's a compilation. Let's take a look real quick here and see. 1 year of video blogging. 4.5 minutes.
What's up, everybody? Clintus.tv here from iDoItDigital.com, and this is the first official vlog entry for the site. Clintus McGintis here, the talking head. And I'm here in Tempe, Arizona, down on Mill Avenue.
I have a fake tooth.
Woohoo! What are you doing, you fuckhead? That's hot news right there.
I'm back. If I get my mic back in time, I'm ready. I'll be ready.
All in.
You're all in? Yep. Oh.
Whoa. Mimes can't vlog. I mean, isn't that like a federal offense in 13 states? UFC 65.
Yeah, it's like a recap video.
Here I've been yelling my head off.
The first year.
It was a great fight.
Oops.
Who does this remind me of? This reminds me of Freddy Krueger. Freddy fucking Krueger, yeah. I believe.
I'm puking up on milk. All the videos.
Oh, fuck. That came out of your nose.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So I don't know. Just kind of a nostalgic day of reminiscing. 20 years of YouTube is just crazy to think about. I mean, if you just think about for a second, when did you start watching YouTube, right? A roundabout year. You could probably pinpoint it was 2010, 2012, maybe you're an OG, 2008 maybe, but you can kind of figure out in your head when you started watching YouTube and who you were watching, what kind of videos brought you there. And then now, where are you at now, right? And I even thought about this earlier today, about like how I've evolved as a YouTuber and as a vlogger. But when I watch these videos, not a lot's changed. Honestly, I am very much the same person making very much the same videos. The quality's better. Obviously, I'm more confident in what I'm doing. But at the same time, also, I'm not trying as hard. I'm not trying to make something and do something. I'm kind of just going through the motions, and vlogging has become part of my life. And obviously I took a break from it for a while, and I wasn't vlogging every day. I wasn't even vlogging, every month for a while there. But now it's gotten to the point where, there's days like today where I didn't really touch a camera all day until I got home. But for the most part, most of the time, I'm taking the camera with me wherever I go, and I'm picking it up and I'm talking to you, and I'm sharing, which is exactly what I started doing 19 years ago. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. The number one takeaway from today, though, is how grateful I am for YouTube, how grateful I am for you. Each and every person that's ever watched one of my videos, whether it was one time 10 years ago or you right now watching this video, I appreciate every moment of attention anyone's ever given this channel here on YouTube. I'm grateful for YouTube for giving me a platform and an opportunity to make connections, make a community, and just so many opportunities have come because of YouTube. And I realized a couple of years ago the opportunity that I had, and I'll say past tense because obviously the opportunity is no longer here, but it's something that I can get back. It's something that I can rebuild. We're rebuilding right now as we speak, and it feels good to see the construction, right? We're back in the construction process of rebuilding this, and it feels good. And so that's the biggest takeaway right now from this YouTube birthday, this celebration of 20 years of YouTube. How grateful I am. I'm really, really into YouTube, and it feels good to be into something right now. So, yeah, we'll just keep on trucking. We'll see you tomorrow.